but he chose Florida State to learn how to play defense. He said offense will take care of itself. It takes somebody special.
Yeah, I love his game. That was a good report. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Vucevic is out there with Williams, and it's DeRozan in at the 3. And looking at the Nets, MP is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. And tonight, two clubs, Steve, that love to work their half-court sets. What can fans expect when they watch this one?
These are two unique teams. We don't see too many slow-paced teams these days, Kevin. But what you can expect is the teams trying to dominate the paint on the offensive end and on the defensive end.
Now here's Harden. MP deciding where to go with it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
His first foul. First team foul.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws here tonight.
The line shooting for Brooklyn. Number 24. At the line 2 times.
Free throw good, MP. He doesn't get the second one. Chicago with the ball. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Here's Levine after the basket by Brooklyn. Shoots from 14. The rebound by Harden. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. It's a 3-point game coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and exercise in frustration.
And here are the Bulls now. After the basket by Brooklyn, for 3, Levine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Boy, there's a certain beauty to that high-arching jumper. Levine showing us the range.
And Smitty, nobody's accused Levine of being a stellar defender, but the young man has improved in that area the last few seasons.
Greg, he's always had the physical tools to be a good defender. It's been his awareness that's kind of held him back. But his weak side rotation and his D has gotten a lot better.
Here's DeRozan after the made shot from KD. DeRozan with it. And he just worked New York in that last game. Here's Levine. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Levine's got 5 now.
I love the vision by DeMar DeRozan. He found the wide open teammate.
Outside Durant. He kicks it to MP. Here's Irving. Vucevic with the rebound.
When they're clearly a breakdown, you can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Very few defenders in this league feel comfortable with DeRozan coming right at them on the drive like that.
A nice shot by MP.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Ball. 11 points for him in that last game against the Knicks in New York.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
The Nets with the lead. Brown feeling it out a bit. And MP throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now, here's Ball. He's been a factor in their offense on 16 points a game. Vucevic with the buckets.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
MP against Williams. The Nets working the ball around now. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Marcus Aldridge has checked in for Durant. Joe Harris comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's Mills in for James Harden.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Mills on the money with the open jumper.
Aggressive with the dribble. Patty puts the D on his heels. Then with the stop and pop.
To the inside. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Levine.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Mills. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. Aldridge, the pass to MP. 7-foot shot. And he finishes nicely on the layup. MP's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And White kicks to Levine. Jones, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. Nets leading by 6. It's stolen by Jones. That's tipped and stolen by MP. Here's Irving. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
A masterful finisher. The closer Kyrie is to the bucket, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Levine. And too long on the shot. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the 2nd quarter of basketball. So for Chicago right now, the guard set is White alongside Levine. Derek Jones is out there with Bradley. And it's Green in at the 3.
And after 1 year at UNLV, Derek Jones Jr. going pro back in 2016, he's gone from an undrafted project to a dunk contest champion.
And the rejection by MP. Harris finds Mills. No good there. Bradley with some nice D. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls, trailing by 5. With the teardrop, the shot will not fall. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Derek Jones Jr., Greg, as we know, is a high flyer. In fact, he is a frequent flyer.
Yeah, I mean, all the physical tools you look for in a wing player, Kevin. Tremendous length and athleticism, and he continues to develop his skill set and capitalize on those gifts.
White dishes to Levine. Green passes to Levine. It's hauled in by Harris.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
There's the pass to MP. Kicks it to Mills. Back to MP. 5 to shoot. And stolen by White. Inside. Green dishes to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
I expect this from Zach LaVine to put on a show at the rim. Defense should have seen that coming.
And the Nets decide to take their first start through the first 2 quarters as we've got more in store for you right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's MP. And it's Durant. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by MP. MP's got 11.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic, a force around the rim.
And here's Harden. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by MP. He's got 6. Right, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games. But also as a father. What's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing. I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Nets leading by 5. Irving passes to MP. And he drives in. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half. Showing good execution on the offensive end.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. LaVine kicks to Vucevic. And it's off from three-point range. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Vucevic against MP. Brown the pass to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Durant. It's good from long range. KD's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
That's how you want the play to end. Durant, one of the best shooters in this league.
LaVine inside the three-point line. Offensive rebound. Vucevic. And it's good. 2 points. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work. And he has today made it look easy.
That's a carryover from the way he played in their last game. All-out energy plays on his way to a huge performance.
Now a timeout ball by Brooklyn. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with New group in for the Nets. MP's checked in for Aldridge. Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Embry's checked in for Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Patty Mills. The Bulls also changing it up. Vucevic checked in for Tony Bradley. Williams comes in for Derek Jones. And Ball subbed in for Zach LaVine. So for Chicago right now, Ball out there with White. Then it's Williams. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. White, bounce pass. And DeRozan. Here we go. And he's fouled. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And becoming more physical over the years. DeRozan converts off contact extremely well.
We all know he's a tremendous athlete, GA, who's added a lot of strength. He adjusts well in the air, and he can finish with either hand. Hard to stop him once he's in the lane.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
And DeRozan, a free agent this past offseason, took his time to find the right fit in terms of who he would sign with, ultimately choosing Chicago in a big victory for the Bulls.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Offensively, just what you're hoping for with that possession. KD coming down on the rim.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Outside, White. Back to Ball. Pass to White. 6 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. White's got 11 points here in just the second half.
As ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
MP up top. DeRozan defending, and he gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 13.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
DeRozan dishes to Vucevic. White against Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Kobe White just erupted his rookie year in the NBA. Set a franchise record with Chicago for most threes in a quarter.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
First free throw is good.
And Kobe White in the open floor is a blur. Great burst with the ball.
He can fly right by his defenders. He knows when to turn the jets on, GA. Very big part of his offensive production.
Brown is checked in for Brooklyn. And both free throws good for White.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Harden surveying the D. And it's in there. Harden's got the lead up to 13 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And that one, good.
This is why Lonzo Ball was drafted number 2 overall. Elite vision and size.
Al Harden going inside, makes it off the glass. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Floats it up for MP. Irving finds MP. And that one is good. And the Nets lead by 15.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
Outside DeRozan. Passes it the ball. And he lays it straight in.
The D has to push ball out of there. He's superb at capitalizing from this area.
Harden against Ball. Excellent D there from Ball. Bulls trail by 13 to the paint. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nets.
Their inside game. Was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad. And what a huge standout performance it was
for MP.
You love to see this kind of leadership, directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
Ball, the pass to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed, and it's sent back by KD.
Good aggression from KD on D, hustling to get a hand on the shot.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Wow, what an awe-inspiring performance tonight, MP. What was the key to your success out there?
Light work.
Excuse me?
Light work, John.
I heard he
What's going on, Candace?
Hey, good to see you. Thanks so much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Oh, yeah, of course. Look, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Well, first of all, it ain't true, Candace. It's just not true. I love this team. I want to be here long term. I got talented teammates, smart coaches, a dope front office, and not to mention the amazing fans. You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to leave all of that?
Well, where do you think those rumblings came from?
Hey, look, I couldn't tell you. And if certain people are saying that I want to trade, those people just don't know what they're talking about. It's not coming from my camp.
Okay, that's 100% clear.
Hey, look, like I said, I just wanted to get you the right story.
Well, anytime you want to get anything off your chest, you know where to find me, MP.
Appreciate that, Candace. I'll see you around.
All right.
He made that shot turn, wore this bottle, pepper cost. Had a mask, make him beatbox.
Wait. Hey D，黑兵，黑头发，黑帽，黑眼镜 ，A1，到的都是贵宾。我是一个比地球更高的卫星。黑钻，AP，按下抱抱按钮让敌人追击。电话那个响，开个跨会议，先给一下账户再看看汇率。
你的老板他要给我面子，在度外来网从来不受任何限制。和我近距离接触只能通过电视，我了解黑的黑，甩着我的辫子，在我面前摆拍摄影机，炫耀我的珠宝，把裤子拉到底，故事里散发的粉儿，你看我的哪里就有。
我们还 brother 像 XOT F4B 投射 B2K 海豹部队天地会 MVP 进攻目标来个飞虎队4大天王黎明国成长学友我要当刘德华拍电影发专辑头发上抹点发蜡
头发上抹点发蜡凌晨3点钟兰桂坊听着我的法拉利我是个你是小弟娱乐行业里面我们保持着更高人气下帝国我把学校越滚越大我的同行随时面临倒闭把你上牢记胖起来打中你的太阳穴足够让你倒地
足够让你倒地只要我在你们跑都跑不起来不用再抱期待整个西亚市场都被我们霸占像龙卷风刮到我心
外星人收到的信号都是我们发射的说唱音乐目标非常精确在筒子林的基地被他们锁定
黑 T 黑瓶黑头发黑帽黑眼镜 A1 当的都是贵宾我是一个比地球更高的卫星黑钻 AP 按下抱抱按钮让敌人追击电话那个响开个跨会议先给一下账户再看看汇率
你的老板他要给我面子在度外来网从来不受任何限制和我近距离接触只能通过电视我了解黑的黑甩着我的辫子在我面前摆拍摄影机炫耀我的珠宝把裤子拉到底故事里散发的粉儿你看我的哪里就有
帽戴头顶着小牛仔看到我们出门来这么过走开满汉全席当作下酒菜倒进水晶玻璃杯一瓶酒的价格给了这就是同在你玩上的风格你看到了绝对会给你们安排到位赚不到腿带动地区经济的消费赚得动来个跳蛋和皮蓬的小配合前门下还在不停的敲回车手表上戴转台上看不见到底点钟24 hours 不够用我是系统里最大的漏洞没有空还有钱的宣言没有空你学我的传达风格没有用因为你不是我所以没有用没有用到存在就是第一选择不用准备做 plan B 电话打不通不在府区录音棚里做着新专辑
黑 T 黑瓶黑头发黑帽黑眼镜 A1 当的都是贵宾我是一个比地球更高的卫星黑钻 AP 按下抱抱按钮让敌人追击电话那个响开个跨会议先给一下账户再看看汇率
你的老板他要给我面子在度外来网从来不受任何限制和我近距离接触只能通过电视我了解黑的黑甩着我的辫子在我面前摆拍摄影机炫耀我的珠宝把裤子拉到底故事里散发的粉儿你看我的哪里就有
Yeah, just keep it going, man. You good? We all gonna come in together like this. Here we go.
Hey yo, rapping just a rap, what the happened to that? Mainstream took a hold of my soul, but I made it back, bringing it back to the roots on some audacious that. I rhyme for the love of it, this right here is my covenant. Since I was a young and eating trees from the government, come on now. No matter where you at up in the world, we gone now. Me and my dogs do listen to the sound. I listen to the sound. I said I paid my dues and stay cool since grade school. Yeah.
Hear that, hear that, hear that. And then get it right. I know that ain't my jam. Boy, I wear black locks, turn back locks in a black eye. Stunning turn to half knock. It's an hour before man locking up show up. If you're late, then they padlocking your door. My come up with ugly soldiers, colorful money. Hugging the tummy. Nothing with them. That Brooklyn borough is thorough. Bengals, they go like Burrow. Burrow, you block it in just to make all that plural. I can't believe I made it. That's supposed to be sterile, but here I am, and my words are certainly firm. A twist of the wrist, your favorite artist turns into a mural. Y'all wearing dresses in person, stressing the Birkins fam. I put it in that damn pocket circumstance. I can tell you ain't around that. Tell your favorite rapper that I want my sound back. Oh God, my can't allow that. We up in the whip and pull up where your house at. Put it loud.
feed the earth. Flesh, don't be a jerk. Once you're gone, you can't watch your toes. Run the game, y'all know the curse. Take the blame, y'all know the curse. Cops try to give me, but I ran no first. Nigga check, no scream me, but it's still gonna work. Life no give me, but the wheel gon' turn. Trying to make it from the red to the end zone.
I like it. Great choice. I like it. Great choice.
Yeah, just keep it going, man. You good? We all gonna come in together like this. Here we go.
Hey yo, rapping just a rap with the happened to that. Mainstream took a hold of my soul, but I made it back, bringing it back to the roots on some audacious that. I rhyme for the love of it. This right here is my covenant. Since I was a young and eating trees from the government. Come on now, no matter where you at up in the world, we on now. Me and my dogs do it different, yet it's on the pound. If you wanna know what we on right now, listen to the sound. I listen to the sound. I said I paid my dues and stay cool since grade school. Yeah, you know we bringing that heat like AU. Back in the day in G-Berg, I was wondering Wagwan. Trying to make it out, I was a fish in a small pond. My word is bond, we had something going on. I played all the parties and sang the lottie-dotties. I picked up the mic and serenaded the hotties. I drove the Impalas with cats, had bodies. I hit the studio, you know I left the track body. I do this right here for me, myself, and nobody. Me and my family rolling deep like Gotti. Word of John, oh, you know we got it going on. I'm a silver tongue, but I never corn. It goes on and on and on and on and on. In the studio till like 5 in the morning. Rapping till the sun comes up and it's the dawn. While my homies the niggas on my lawn. Put on your good clothes and show time at the Apollo. Shut the and get to the point like I need the microphone like thirsty need to follow. I get the in my hollow. Oh yeah, you know I'm going beast mode. These other rappers kidding themselves in vitro. It's no contest. Stepping in me, it's time to rest. I'm beyond blessed. Greatest MC, put it to rest. Why, yeah.
Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go. Westside, weaving, prime time, speeding, street run, creeping, low key, demon, teeth out, cheesing, having, eating, get mine, greedy, cold world, freezing.
Try not to lose control. Been up 2 weeks around. Been up 2 weeks around. No red lights on the road. To get in what you owe. Life never stops, so go. Too fast to take control.
Let's go. 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 Westside, get it, weaving, get it, prime time, get it, speeding, street run, get it, creeping, get it, low key, get it, demon, teeth out, get it, cheesing, having, get it, eating, get mine, get it, greedy, cold world,
Can see me
freezing.
pushing through the city nights. I got no time to waste. Reaching for stars, a million to bar, no matter the time it takes. Brand new 40 sliding on the snakes. You can let know me, I'm writing my story. It's never no time for the praise.
Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's go. Westside, get it, weaving, get it, prime time, get it, speeding, street run, get it, creeping, get it, low key, get it, demon, teeth out, get it, cheesing, having, get it, eating, get mine, get it, greedy, cold world, get it, freezing.
There goes your son. You wanted him, you got him.
Why are you trying to make this so easy?
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man. It's your job.
Born alone what the motto is. Lived up to every word, overly proud of it. But knowing it's tag teams when you get to the heart of it. For all of us lucky enough to know where our fathers is. Our father who out in the living room. Know where I'm attached, even when I'm attached to the stool. Thinking I'm doing more than I am, so you hand me the news like I know everything that you on. I'm actually you. I grew up outside just like the rest of us did, him included. Prayer hands up for all of the ways that I've been influenced. Fully loaded, one for the crew, stick and moving. 14 in my pop hands, hoping this grip will loosen. But if it didn't. He never was, so I was good on a couple decisions. Remember so-and-so had pulled out a bucket to pitching. I fell back when I would normally jump in position. Regretted it till they put everyone under the prison. That's like 1 of 100 times. But feeling obligated to jump up in front of the line, stuck in mind between a corner store and a blurry line with a forever and a lobster is butterflied, stuck in mind, down for whatever, nothing rides. But knowing how the end of that movie is underlined, and knowing my pop starred in that movie a couple times, I already knew the script. What a surprise. If memory serves me, I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the same stoop like what the word be, but someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, son, I remember jumping off the stoop all thirsty, but being taught that the corner won't ever deserve me. Someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, I was born in Kings County, beside me. My son was born in the same hospital as Blue Ivy. My father was 20, I was 35. I'm still trying to measure up to the worldly design. I'm in the world of a bind, like how worldly am I? To understand the corner store and the world it defines, but comfy in Carnegie Hall like my world wasn't died. A world of Broadway and a world of supplies. On the live 96 case and write a thesis on what you're seeing, how the stories that they sing when it hit and how it fixates. My average through the roof, but still grainy as mixtapes. And Po 9 see me the same as who's standing next to me, but knowing the drop due to my pops, I get to be giving you all the above as opposed to a sketch of me and all of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas that I coulda put up. And now I look up, walls full of murals my father tore down. All of this was thought out, whether I was thinking or not. Somebody was thinking in case I ain't think out the box. So stuck in mind, down for whatever, nothing rides. But knowing how the end of that movie is underlined, and knowing my pop starred in that movie a couple times, I already knew the script. What a surprise. If memory serves me, I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the same stoop like what the word be, but someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, son, I remember jumping off the stoop all thirsty, but being taught that the corner won't ever deserve me, and someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, my memory ain't fade yet. I came up out the same door, off the same steps, in love with the same law. Like what is we waiting for till I'm gone? Know that I ain't changed yet. If memory serves me, I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the same stoop like what the word be, but someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me, so I remember jumping off the stoop all thirsty, but being taught that the corner won't ever deserve me, and someone was always standing behind me to curb me from off where that curb be. If memory serves me.
When you tried with your best smile, didn't move me just one bit. I guess something's gotta give. Remedies used to work, it never hurt. If I had just one more wish, good conversation doesn't go like it used to. Good conversation doesn't go like it used to. Like we used to, made me forget to sleep. Play piano at bedtime, singing in Portuguese. Love just like we used to, no more pulling the sheets. Ride with no destination, before I had to say please.
The 2022 season of the NBA 2K League will blow.
Yeah, and first of all, Chris, welcome back. And we're excited to see you back on 2K TV. And we are thrilled to be going into our 5th season. I mean, as I was talking to you on the front end when we first get it started, it's amazing to think it's been 5 years already.
Oh, the land of the free and the whole.
Welcome to the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. What a beautiful Tuesday evening it is, folks. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Brian, as the NBA pivots away from the post and towards the perimeter, we're seeing more teams.
Very interesting, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you. Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. We've got James Harden. Kevin Durant is out there with Bruce Brown. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Black Hole in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Mavericks, we've got Boban Marjanovic. Jalen Brunson is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. And a huge part of any NBA team's success is health, especially as we move to the middle part of the schedule.
Well, we know injuries are a part of the game, and they shape every NBA season. Unfortunately, they can end a team's season at any moment.
And it's Black Hole missing. Durant against Porzingis. No good with a layup. Brooklyn with the ball. Inside. Black Hole. That's good. Not too long ago, there was talk about MP wanting a trade, Grant. He's done everything he could to deny that being the case.
And you figure that MP would deny no matter the truth of it. But I believe he wants to stay here. His denial felt authentic.
A nice shot by Doncic.
Luka's a big 6'7", very strong, deceptively so. He's an extra forward out there rebounding the ball, even though he's got point guard skills when it's in his hand.
Here's Black Hole. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
That one misses. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. Doncic against Irving. They kick it out to Porzingis. No good from outside. And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
Now here's Brunson. Now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Pass to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Injuries aside, you know, Porzingis' growth here in the league, I think, has been really quite rapid. It's clear that he puts in the time in practice to continue to refine his scoring ability and overall skill set. Well, you know, coming off knee surgery last season, Porzingis got off to a slow start, literally. And he struggled to move his feet defensively, and even offensively he struggled. It takes a lot of time to get back to full strength when you're coming off that much missed time and that kind of injury.
Marjanovic, and a nice finish on the layup. Marjanovic got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Here's Black Hole. And so far in this one, 2 for 4. Clark, it was rumored that the Mavericks explored the market for Porzingis last season.
Well, we know how good he can be when he's healthy, B.A. The question has been, can he stay healthy? And that's been a challenge for him thus far, and that may have led to some of those rumors you heard.
Brooklyn trailing. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's Durant. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game.
Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
And here's Doncic outside. Connects from downtown. Doncic has got 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Black Hole. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Mavericks.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Green. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Powell outside. And here's Finney Smith. He's guarded by Mills. Out to Kleba. Shot clock at 6. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
We've got Maxi Kleba. Green out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Here's Doncic. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player.
Here's Black Hole. He's got 5.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Doncic, no good.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Harris misses. Dallas has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And it's Kleba off the drive. Wow, that's good.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Doncic. Here's Black Hole. Good on the bucket. He's got 7. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. On the wing, Green. Guarded by Mills. Doncic with the bucket.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Pass to Black Hole. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
That's his third personal foul.
It goes on Dwight Powell. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Guys, they are dialed in from long range already. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Marjanovic checked in for Kleba. Doncic with the bucket. And so it's Brooklyn with it. It's a 14-point game. And there's the lob.
Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence.
Here's Doncic, and it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only to boast 6 players who'd made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. And so it's Dallas with it. After the basket by Brooklyn. Back to Marjanovic. Powell, left side. Just 4 to shoot. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. The Nets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Here's Black Hole. He's marked by Finney-Smith. And there's the 3-second violation. And the Mavericks with some changes. Kristaps Porzingis. What a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Dallas. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be back in a moment. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half. Here's Steve Nash's 5. James Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then it's Bruce Brown. And it's Black Hole in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Looking at the modern game, Grant, what adjustments would you have to make in your game to thrive in the league today?
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting about 47%. A nice number. Doncic with it. Durant covering. Fires for 3. Here's Marjanovic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for Dallas, Boban Marjanovic, taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. for Brooklyn. They've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Black Hole. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned. And how about the mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one. And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved. Coach really needs to get his guys fired up in attacking the glass. They're not putting up much of a fight, and it's led to way too many second chance shots.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
And here's Doncic outside. The shot won't fall. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Down low. And it's Black Hole missing.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Brown against Brown. Pass to Irving. And we're going to have a jump ball. And here are the Mavericks now. Doncic outside. And stolen by Irving. Durant with it. Now Doncic defending. And Irving with the basket on the assist from Durant. Irving's gotten his second bucket.
Tip of the hat to Irving there. He ignited the break with this underappreciated part of his game, his defense. Quick hands help on both sides of the court.
Now here's Porzingis. Doncic outside. Clock at 6. Outside Brunson. 4-3. The offensive rebound. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Dominant play from Porzingis on the glass, securing the ball and finishing the play strong.
Pass to Durant. Outside for Irving. There's the 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
For 3.
Durant's got 3 assists tonight.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Well, you know, in high school, he was a star. In college, the same thing. Durant got drafted second back in 2007, then immediately became an all-star.
They get the rebound. And that one's good. Porzingis.
They've been so active on the offensive glass. Those second chance points have really come in bunches.
Yeah, they certainly have been. You'd like to knock down that first one, but if you don't, then the second shot is the next best thing.
And Durant averaged over 20 points a game his rookie year.
VA also won Rookie of the Year as well. Since then, he's won just about every individual honor you possibly could. First ballot consensus Hall of Famer when it's time.
For Dallas, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. To the inside. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
Now here's Mills. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. To the middle. Aldridge with the bucket.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
Porzingis, soft touch off the glass. Porzingis has got 8 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Mills. He's averaging about 6 points per game.
And Man, this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
One thing that talent evaluators wondered about with Doncic coming in was he quick enough to play point guard? And in case you're wondering how that worked out, the answer is yes, in bold capital letters.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Dwight Powell out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
For your Mavericks, Moses Brown, Marquise Chris, Reggie Bullock.
Brooklyn with the ball. Outside Harden. Here's Black Hole. Back to Harden. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen. Outside Brunson. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
I see it's a lot of people on social media at me telling me I was wrong about MP asking for a trade. Well, I got news for you. Just because someone says something in public doesn't mean that they're telling the truth. Y'all ever heard of lying? Happens all the time, especially in this business. For the record, I stick by my original report. Maybe MP changed his mind, or maybe he's lying. I don't know, but I'd keep an eye on this if I were you, because I'm not buying what MP's selling. About a trade deadline.
When you tried your best now, didn't move me just one bit. I guess something's gotta give. Remedies used to work, it never hurt. If I had just one more wish, good time to
The sun setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Houston Rockets going up against the Brooklyn Nets. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. D.A., take it away.
Well, Kevin, thank you. And Kevin Porter Jr. has a new start with the Rockets. His game has been compared to James Harden's. Porter said, being a lefty, creating off the dribble, that extra swag with the step back, I couldn't ask for a better comparison, honestly. He's unguardable. And Porter Jr. should know, guys, he's the youngest ever to drop a 50-point double-double with assists.
That was an impressive performance. David, thank you for that story. And tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting for each team. Greg, there are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, there's never a substitute for balance. And coaches and players are too smart. You have to keep your opponents guessing. But leave no doubt, the three-pointer is here to stay.
So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Black Hole. Then there's Bruce Brown. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the one. And for Houston, the backcourt made up of Wall and Green. Jayshawn Tate out there with Christian Wood. And it's Matthews in at the three, the small forward. Now here's Wall. Pass to Wood. Launches a three. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wood's got the opening basket of the game for the Rockets. Inside. Wall against Harden. Shot clock at 6. Black Hole. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's his first. Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open. And hard find.
The Rockets making a switch here. Porter's checked in.
And really an incredible playmaker. His hardness looks for his teammates first.
Now here's Porter. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The drive by Green. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Durant up top, Tate covering. KD draws the double. Here's Black Hole. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And he finishes... nicely on the layup. Black Hole's got 5 now. And lots of buzz surrounding this recent announcement. MP locking up a partnership with Kia.
Kia and the NBA have an extensive working relationship. I mean, to get MP on board is a huge move for everybody involved.
Pass to Irving. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. To the paint, picked off in midair. Matthews finds Porter. Here's Green. The pass to Wood. Rebound, Brooklyn. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have.
Now here's Durant. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Black hole passes to Durant. Over Green. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
For Houston, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the middle. Here's Wood. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And operating there in deep, Wood makes a nice adjustment there to get his shot. We talk about how Wood has moved around the league. He also attended 3 different high schools, so he's been searching for direction for a long time.
Shooting 1.
Wood no good on the free throw. And now Wood is laser focused, putting up all-star numbers over long stretches.
And you look at where he started compared to where he is now. Wood may be one of the most improved players we've ever seen, especially if he continues to ascend from here.
Passes it to Harden. To the inside. Here's Black hole. Misses the baby hook. The Rockets trail. A chance here to get a quick injury report. We get a chance to check up on John Wall's status. David?
The guys, I was able to talk with Houston's head athletic trainer about his status. He's got a pinched nerve in his shoulder, basically a stinger, and he's lost all sense of motion in his arm. Obviously, they can't afford to lose him. This would be devastating for this team. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. Here's Black hole. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Green against Irving. Green, no luck. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
But they just had nothing going for them. They look very defeated out there.
Rockets trail by 4. And Houston calls their first timeout of the game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
That's just the communication and the energy. It just seemed non-existent on defense, and that can't happen. Not at this level.
A new lineup here for Houston. Then for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Durant. Joe Harris comes in for Brown. That's Mills in for James Harden. Nets leading by 4. There's the drive. And he comes up with the deuce. And that's now 9 points for Black hole.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Down low, here's Christopher. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I love that pass. Wall is a classic point guard who makes everyone around him better. When he's missed time, his teams have always suffered.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really out of the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 2.
That's good from Harris.
Now, in the lineup for the Nets.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Black hole. Then there's Brown. And it's KD in at the power forward. Now here's Tate after the miss from Black hole. 2 free throws coming up. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach... still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's tied up with that one. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Black Hole in that last game against the Mavericks lit up the floor. He finished with 14 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered to be more of a role player for this team. See what he can bring to the table tonight, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Bottom line, though, he's a pro. He understands his strength, and he knows how to play to them.
So it's Brooklyn now, following the score by Houston. Brown feeling it out a bit over Matthews. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Tate, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Andre Bembry's checked in for Bruce Brown.
3rd team foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Here's Harden driving in, scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Here's Porter. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on James Harden.
4th team foul.
For Houston, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Porter Jr. at the line for 2.
Free throw good. Porter. And Porter drops them both. Nets trail by 7. And here's Harden. 11 points for him in that last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And don't leave out his rebounding. He had a big impact in that game with all his effort on the glass.
Moving against Green. Pass to Tate. Lots of room. Jump shot is good. Tate's only got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets. Inside, here's Black Hole, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And just staying connected on the defensive end. Wood was in great position there to alter that shot.
And so it's the Houston Rockets. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a... And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Nets trail by 9.